Bonjour tout le monde. Il y a beaucoup d'horreur qui se passe dans le monde et nous devons continuer à penser aux enfants. Hello, Eugene Springfield, and welcome to Cannabis Television. Here we are once again, Stoned Phillips.
Je m'appelle Stoned Phillips.
Hi, Stoned.
Yeah. I'm stoned, by the way.
I'm Eileen and Stoned,
you know.
and we're here with Eugene's Cannabis TV to bring you lots of good news. And our special wishes go out to Dan Kuzer tonight. And hope you're feeling better, Dan. We love you. Also, we are here to promote hemp. We're here to promote the world's most beneficial plant. It helps people to be positive. It helps people to make soap. Thank you, Dr. Bronner's. It has very, very high protein content in its seeds. The hemp plant. We're here for marijuana, cannabis, hemp. We'll be talking about sex and pot. We'll be talking about hemp milk. We'll be talking about how Americans are ready for a new industry, and we can be making all of our paper products out of hemp. Now, hemp is a wonderful plant that grows in the fields, and it's an annual crop, so it only takes a number of months, maybe 4 months or so, to grow a whole stand of beautiful fields of hemp. Then the farmers cut it down, and we can make clothing. Look at this beautiful example of a shirt.
Oh yeah, very nice. Sure, it's pretty sturdy too.
Sturdy? Yeah. So the whole history of hemp, you guys probably know, and it's happening. Colorado, Kentucky, Oregon, California, Washington, Canada, France. It's all happening.
Alaska?
I think it's going on.
And it's cold and they're still doing it. That's incredible.
What kind of news do you have tonight, Stone?
Wow. I have some new stuff. I was reading High Times, speaking of Alaska. Alaska this is from hightimes.com. Alaska regulators are first to okay marijuana use at pot shops. Some pot shops, not all, but I mean there's some, so I thought, wow, that's really cool. This is in Juneau, Alaska. The definition of the term in public, that's in quotes, in public, to allow for consumption at pot shops. So they actually changed the definition of in public a little bit.
Interesting.
So I wish they'd do that here.
Well, I have noticed that with the new regulations, it seems like the government or the feds are really pushing for us to hide our marijuana, and we will not hide the fact that this is the world's most beneficial crop. The protein in hemp seed is so good for the human brain, and the fat ratio in hemp seed is so good. It's good for the soils, and our farmers need a new crop. So any farmers who are interested should look up
Hempsters has Woody Harrelson. Excellent film. Just testimony after testimony from farmers from, I believe, Kentucky, I want to say. I believe it was in Kentucky.
Yes, they're doing it. In fact, we have this little booklet here called The First Legal Harvest. And this is Mr. Doug Fine. He's been going around, actually around the world, but especially to Kentucky farms and Colorado farms. And these people are making it happen, and it's a big industry. Like I said, we can make paper with this. We can make medicines, and actually, have you heard about the CBD oils?
Oh yeah, I don't know everything about them, but I know they're really, really good.
Yeah, well listen, this is a healing kind of oil that comes also from the hemp plant, and it helps in cases of anxiety, and it's not the THC part of the plant, it's the CBD part of the plant. And Sundance in Eugene has several different varieties of CBD oils, high quality organic CBD oils. and also the Kiva downtown.
Yes, yes. And what was the first place you mentioned before the
Sundance.
Sundance, and where's that in?
Sundance is in South Eugene. It's over by South Eugene High School,
Okay.
Roosevelt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that CBD, it's just great. Did you already show off the cold press stuff that you have?
Well, this is the cold pressed.
I just wanted to talk about the cold press. Just mention it. Cold press. Try to get the cold press. That's as natural, I believe, as you can.
It's actually green, and I try to drink 2 tablespoons a day. It's great for your skin.
Wow.
And did you know that your brain is actually a fatty organ? And hemp happens to have the perfect essential fatty acids ratio for the human body.
Amazing. It just
Isn't
fits,
that cool?
Fits right in.
Yeah.
There you go.
And each hemp plant can produce a lot of hemp oil and all this good stuff. So this is why it's a really good thing for us. In fact, a lot of environmentalists are saying that we've gone so far with this climate change thing that we don't really even have much hope. So what we're pushing on this show is for all of our farmers across the nation to replenish the air, replenish the soils, replenish the people's food, and see that no more children go hungry, because we don't need to.
Yeah,
we can stop cutting the trees down. We can make all of our products. And we live in such a great country where there's so many smart people. So it's nothing to fear. Just realize that this is actually for real. And it's the biggest industry. We're so lucky. Have you seen the Eugene Weekly lately?
Yeah, you know what? Please tell me about it. I don't know.
Full of ads for
dispensaries
and hemp ideas.
Oh, yeah. And I think it was like one of the first canna-friendly publications on the U of O campus, which I was impressed with. I was like, wow, and it's available there, which, kind of opened up the doorway a little bit, and for the student newspaper to maybe feel comfortable about talking about it. So just,
we're so lucky to live in Eugene. We have
nice.
such a great place. Like, look at the Merry Hempsters. They make really cool hemp products, beauty products, right here in Eugene. Now, why do they have to import all their hemp oil from Canada and from France and other places? We can grow it right here in the Willamette Valley, all you farmers, because it's actually good for the soil. And we have already people who want to make products. And we'd like to thank the Merry Hempsters and Jerry Shapiro. And we'd like to thank Dr. Bronner's and all these companies that are actually already doing it. Thank you to all the dispensaries. And if all you guys want to contact us, there's contact information. You can come here Monday nights and meet us on the show, or contact us and help us out. We do the Emerald Empire Hemp Fest.
Awesome event.
And what is the Hemp Fest for?
Oh man, it is, for me, the reason why I got involved, it was free, it was open to the public, and it's at Maury Jacobs Park, which is a small little park, but it's a really crucial location where there's bike paths and people jogging and just walking, and people just pass through and see this awesome event. I believe there was thousands of people, and just, it was really awesome. 3 days.
It's about education. And we started the Emerald Empire Hemp Fest in the year 2002, 2003. The first year we had it was at Alton Baker Park. And it's about education. It's about helping people see that we can make paper and clothing and food. Food is a very, very important thing. And this crop is really important because it's an annual crop. It doesn't take years and years to grow.
Renewable, I believe, is the appropriate nomenclature.
Yeah, it's good news for us. And I think we need some good news if we want to have a decent world for our children.
Oh, yeah. Especially. And at Dr. Bronner's, I just wanted to remind my fellow students of Dr. Bronner's and other hemp companies that were all part of a hemp union, took the Drug Enforcement Administration to the Supreme Court in 2004, and it was ruled by the Supreme Court that American citizens may legally possess hemp stalks and sterilized hemp seeds, which means we can have a hemp stalk on campus legally and the school can't say anything. Oh, you can't do this. This is because of federal law.
It's time.
Yeah, that's why we can have the hemp stalks in our hand on your premises, is because of this.
It's time for us to stop being so fearful. It's time for us to overgrow the government, because what we have is a wonderful plant, and no one should be able to tell me how many plants I can grow. No one tells me how many carrots I can grow. No one tells me how many tomatoes I can grow. And I don't have to fill forms out for every broccoli plant I grow either.
That'd be a nightmare.
So that's why people need to stop being scared. And if you really want something that will make you much more positive, that will show you hope for the coming generations, that will make you feel happy, that will show you love and make you sure of yourself, that will help your creativity and help you know the truth, that will make you healthy and think about you and your earth. Try marijuana. Don't be afraid.
Please try it. Yeah, it's awesome stuff. Oh, and I like to go to Sweet Leaf Cannabis. That's in Springfield. And just a stone's throw from that is a Mid-Valley Patient Resource Center. I like that place as well. I got my medical from Southern Oregon Alternative Medicine. Still waiting on it in the mail. I'm about ready to call the state. And I was wrong. It's not OG Kush, although you could purchase some OG Kush from Eugene OG, which is right across the street from the campus, which is an awesome location to have an establishment such as that. Yeah,
there's a lot of really cool dispensaries around Eugene. And if any of you dispensaries would like to contact us, we are Eugene Cannabis TV. We've been here since about 2003, 2002. And all we've been doing is, this is all volunteer to educate the public about hemp and cannabis and the good things it can do to heal us as a people. And actually, let's see, I had something else. About farmers, food, farmers, we can make food, paper, clothing, fuel.
Yeah.
I also heard that we've got just a few seconds left here to talk about how 81% of the United States public, evidently they took a big poll, doesn't trust the government.
Oh, surprise.
81%. So that's great. We're just going to overgrow the government and grow lots of hemp.
Sounds like a plan.
And that's what we're here for.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I think the hemp oil could replace the linseed oil in some varnishes.
Oh, that's right. Flax and all that. Yes. In fact, we do make a really good stain. We can talk about that.
Fabulous.
Forest paint, you can get that. It's made with hemp seed oil.
All right. We'll be back. We'll be back in a minute.
Are you tired of following all the rules? Ready to let loose? Have a little fun? Sounds like you need to. Get high. And with Narcomex Incorporated, your direct-to-consumer drug trafficking solution, you can. Narcomex values your business. That's why we're your #1 supplier of drugs, and you're our #1 consumer. These billions can't be wrong. We work hard for your business and have killed not 1, not 2, but 3 Mexican police and 2 journalists just to keep you high with that very joint. Why, our commitment to keeping you supplied has killed over 17,000 people right next door. Traffickers, soldiers, journalists, prosecutors, you name it. We're that passionate about your business. We've even begun to destroy some of your favorite tropical beach destinations. Because if you smoke enough at home, you don't even need a beach. But don't legalize it or grow it at home. Let us do the work for you. Sure, consumers boycotted evil companies, but there's no need to boycott Narcomex Incorporated, your direct-to-consumer drug trafficking solution, also offering heroin, meth, and cocaine. Narcomex Incorporated. Live a little, and forget others won't.
Here we are, back with more Eugene Springfield Cannabis TV. This is where we promote cannabis, marijuana, hemp, and we tell you the truth about what's actually going on. And this is my friend Stoned Phillips. And you know what I just found out today? Oregon State University is geared up to be the world's leader in hemp. And hemp, you know, growing, and all these really super smart people are there. So that's really exciting because Oregon State University is in Corvallis and they're on the cutting edge, and we are ready for the cutting edge here in Oregon. So farmers who need to know about hemp should contact Oregon State University because they're into it.
Awesome.
Another thing I heard was, I heard that Hillary Clinton, who's running for president, said, oh, we should test marijuana. You know what I say? Why don't you smoke a bowl with me, Hillary, and we can talk, because it's time to grow it profusely throughout our nation. It does not need to be tested. It is not dangerous. It has never hurt anyone. It is a very beneficial plant, and that's what I say. When we start growing it as we should be, there will be no reason for war.
Yeah.
All the children will be fed, and we can take care of pollution and overpopulation, and we can be a smart society the way we're supposed to be, and sharing and being loving to each other.
Yeah. Speaking of ending wars, I mean, it would help to end the war on terror, because isn't that how terrorists make their terrorist money, is from drug sales? And I mean, I think that's an awesome idea of yours.
I'm telling you, yeah. No more war. It's the hippie generation. We always have had the best ideas, and it's time for peace. And we'd like to thank, as Eugene Cannabis Television, all the people in Eugene who help hemp. You know, there's Odyssey Juice Bar right downtown Eugene.
Wow.
By the bus station, Walt. He makes wonderful hemp smoothies.
Wow.
There's the Greener Side on Oak Street, a really cool dispensary. We've already thanked the Kiva, the Sundance for having CBD oils, Dr. Bronner's, Jerry Shapiro, and the Merry Hempsters, making all those beautiful massage oils and beauty products with hemp oil.
Good name, good name.
Mid-Valley Patient Resource Center in Springfield, the Red Barn, Sundance, Flower Life Dispensary downtown. I've been talking with Roger there. And thank you guys. I've got a really cool little sticker. Flower Life is right downtown. It's like very centrally located on Broadway.
Really?
In fact, it's 114 West Broadway, Eugene, Oregon, and they've got great stuff in there. Anyone over, is it 18 or 21?
Well, if you have your medical, it's 18, I believe, and then recreationally, you know, 21. So,
yeah.
you know, anybody 18 to 20 years old who happens to be going to college right now, go get your medical.
And if you don't know yet, cannabis marijuana is also known as the healing herb. It is, in Chinese, the word for marijuana is ma, and that means the great balancer. So if you're having medical problems, depression, let's see, they say it's really good for autism. They say it's good for
I've been hearing
relaxation.
so much about autism and Alzheimer's, and there's a connection to
Alzheimer's,
all that.
cancer. People are saying that this is a good medicine. Also, see, Sweet Life Dispensary, I think you talked about them.
I believe so.
See, there's so many cool people in Eugene doing this.
Yeah.
And we can all gather this coming summer for the Emerald Empire Hemp Fest.
That'll be super awesome again.
To educate even more people.
And did we even mention that it's free? I hope I mentioned that it was free.
You're kidding, it's free?
It's free.
Free to the public? Whoa, that's
free.
really cool.
Yeah, and it's on public land.
Did you know that the Seattle Hemp Fest is really huge too? It's,
yeah.
It's like
Super
got
ginormous.
hundreds of thousands of people that go there every year.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it's a really cool thing. And you'll see a lot of booths and vendors of hemp products, like hemp clothing, hemp fabric. This piece
glass,
here,
a lot of glass.
this is hemp. This is all hemp, beautiful hemp. This is hemp milk.
Yeah.
You take hemp seed and just blend them up and makes really nutritious
smoothies.
milk.
I've heard rumors of smoothies and saw recipes and haven't tried one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, definitely. Oh, and also, lest we forget, talking about dried, processed marijuana, let's talk about fresh marijuana. I've never had it before, but juicing fresh marijuana.
I've heard about that. Now, it's very tasty. So what Stoned is talking about, I'm pretty sure you're talking about this, Stoned, is when you have these beautiful green cannabis plants and you juice the leaves so the green juice comes out, that is so good for us. Yeah. So it's really exciting. In fact, I've heard that a combination of CBD and THC is just really even great for cancer. And so many of us in our society nowadays are pretty stressed out, and we've got all this radioactivity coming on us with all these devices and cell phones and cell phone towers and stuff. We really could use these antioxidants. So it's a great time for this healing herb to be happening.
And I believe the oxidation, that's the breaking down of different cells, and so it helps prevent that. It's just an
antioxidant.
And I remember you were also mentioning that it was an anti-inflammatory, which I forget.
That's right.
Mentioning that last
because
episode.
cancer a lot of times is caused by inflammation. It's like too much inflammation, and so
high impact. We were talking about student athletes and just athletes in general. Oh, if you'd like a wonderful story, Rhonda Rossi. This is from Oregon Cannabis Connection. And Rhonda Rossi right here, who is I forget the weight division, it's 135 pounds, female MMA UFC champion. She spoke out against, in my opinion, the unfair ending of Nick Diaz's UFC career because he tested positive for marijuana. And so she spoke out about it in a press conference, and she says there is no reason for them to be testing for weed. In athletics, the beautiful thing about it is it separates everything from politics. It shouldn't be involved at all. And she was at a press conference. She wasn't supposed to say that, and she took time to bring a halt to the press conference to say those words, and I was like, wow. So good for Rhonda Rossi.
That's very cool. She's a wrestler?
She is an MMA, that's mixed martial arts, like the UFC, Ken Shamrock, Brock Lesnar, former champions like that. They have a women's, females division, and she is the 135-pound champion. Well, former champion, but the champion now is Holmes. But Holmes
that's so cool.
And her and Rossi, that fight, it was incredible, and they're both champions in my opinion. So
that's great. Great athletes.
And they need the CBD. Who has?
We all do.
Yeah, they get socked around all day.
Yeah.
They need it.
And think of all the very smart, beautiful, creative people in our history who have used and loved marijuana. John Lennon, Bob Marley. Who else?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say John F. Kennedy, and of course November 22nd was yesterday. So and his brother Bobby used it as well. I saw a picture of Bobby Kennedy and Cesar Chavez in one of Cesar Chavez's hunger protests that he did in the early 60s. And Bobby Kennedy was there, smoking a joint with Cesar Chavez, and I just was like, "Where's that now?"
Carl Sagan, who is a big pot smoker. Lots of really smart, cool people.
Billions and billions.
Billions and billions of people.
Billions of balls.
So we have promoted lots of people tonight on the show, and if any of you would like to get a hold of us, we sure could use some help too, because we are all volunteer. We also would love to promote Eugene's Compassion Center, Dave's Space Cakes.
Oh, I've heard of those. Haven't tried
Yeah.
them, but I keep seeing the ads
Non-gluten.
everywhere.
I can't wait to meet
Space
Dave's
cakes.
Space Cakes.
That's funny.
They're available in medical marijuana dispensaries. They look really good. Emerald Trade Alliance, GanjaCon.
Yeah.
I also found this real estate agent. His name is Joel Henderson, and evidently he's
You know what?
really
the
cool.
real estate market, they're going to need indoor
Hell yeah.
warehouses.
Think of all the money.
That would be cool to have a realtor come on and talk about the prospects.
Yes,
Sure.
and if it's all organic and all earth friendly, we are all for it, because that way we won't be polluting the waters for the children of the next generations. We'll be keeping the air clean for the children of the next generations, and we'll have beautiful medicine for all. Also, we have Leaf Fly Dispensary Finder. I can't really understand it. See, I'm not really into computers and all that stuff, but it's some sort of an app thing. Yeah, you should contact us too, and be in the Hemp Fest this coming summer. And then Northwest Alternative Health OMMP Advocates. I've been there. They're at a new location off of Chambers and 18th now, and they can help you get your medical marijuana card.
Wow. Awesome.
So, thanks again for being with us. Thank you, Stone Phillips. Once again, we've
I'm stoned. I had to do it again.
had a great time with you, Eugene Springfield. And remember to tell all your friends to watch Eugene's Cannabis Television on YouTube. Just look us up.
And come on down.
Come on down on Monday night
7:30 p.m.
at Sheldon High School, right behind Sheldon High School. We're here. Bye-bye, Eugene Springfield.
See you next week. Yeah.
Have a hempy day.